Good morning again. Good morning again. So this will be a microscopic review. Maybe I should start um, by saying, so with regards to what actually we are reviewing. So I've taken two slides from the Crucible after a pretty big, strong burn. A not very long one because I had to shut it off. But it was very strong burn and it was characterized by many times that I've added water to try to limit the fire, but the fire was so strong that the water just didn't I had the opportunity to actually extinguish the fire, and I suspect that this maybe the water just the molecule just broke into maybe to oxygen or hydrogen. I don't know how it can affect the mixture, but maybe for the better, I don't know. And it burned very well because there were a lot of oil and presumably neos. But let's take a look. Also, we have the bug from the terrarium. It's dead. It's actually very big. It's the biggest object that I've ever put under the microscope. And I hope, if it will fit under it, it will only be in this in the lowest magnification, the 64 magnification. But I think that I need to squash it even more, so it will fit under even the 64. So I'll very gently try to squash it so it will be more flat, and see what we can actually make of it. And also I've taken because there was I placed also stuff not much but inside the terrarium, and a little bit of Nero juice from one of the containers together with other stuff, and of course, and eventually it just died and it didn't have time to enjoy this terrarium. But I've already also taken a sample from the juice that it was drowned inside, just for a reference. Maybe it's not going to be interesting at all, just for a reference. Maybe it will help, maybe not. I don't know what you actually able to see in this from this insect. Maybe it's just a normal insect, but anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what's inside, because even if it's a normal insect, it was dipped inside Nero juice, so maybe we will see Neros in its body, which might be interesting. So I should say that I will find the opportunity now, and then I will start the actual video, so it will be logically separated. That lately I've had all sorts of kind of visions or divinations or messages regarding something that I thought about, that I spoke about in the last years, but not recently. It wasn't part of my I never spoke about it in this channel, and maybe not even in the Twitter stage, only in the Evernote stage, because it's something that it's kind of I thought about it I had divination regarding it during mostly the beginning of the journey, during the years 2019, 2020, and 2021, but not later than that. And this is regarding the competition, presumably. There are actually several versions of the competition. There is the version that is kind of the archaic version, that is competition between people that control the Neros, the Nero fleet. And I spoke about it in the past, that it's kind of a voodoo kind of it's kind of between me and my brothers, but my brothers are currently, they are not alive. They are kind of in a long sleep. I've always said it in the past that they are asleep in several bases in this solar system. But in the past, I had living brothers, and there was kind of a competition between sportive competition. But there is also the more kind of relevant kind of competition that presumably the Titan females are selecting their kind of their king from various people that they have, and so they are conducting all sorts of tests. To see who should be the one that they choose. And of course, the king should also eventually get presumably the Titans, and then I don't know, presumably there should be they should be their companions and of course sexual partners. So I said it very simply, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous for so many reasons, and the fact that there are actually Titans in this world that believe in this fairy tale is absolutely horrendous, and just to show you how mentally retarded are these people. And most certainly they are either Israelis or they were educated in Israel, because this is kind of mental retardation that and infantilism that and juvenile thought that is characteristic to the state of Israel, and I spoke about it many times. I do not require any kind of horse or sluts. I require rescue from the Nazi prison. And the punishment for not rescuing me from Nazi prison is annihilation of humankind. I don't need the Israeli horse that are part of this prison, and when I'm out of the prison, I certainly do not require any other horse or sluts. This is ridiculous. Why should I want these kind of horse and disgusting creatures? And even the thought that these creatures, after they humiliated me for so long and tortured me for so long and conducted tests to see how I behave, then eventually, I mean, if I will get the privilege to be selected by them, I will actually, like, they will obey me, or like, I mean, make me like the ruler. It's ridiculous. They are used to humiliate me. They will never obey, not me nor anyone else. Only their ridiculous infantile, juvenile minds. Needless to say, I'm not part of any competition. I'm part of a jail, a horrible jail. I do not require your vote, whoever you are, and please get out of my way. It should be said that I have the power to change Homo sapiens females to Titans if they live with me for a long enough time. And you know it. Yes, it's kind of like, you can find reference to it in the fairy tale, like the Three Sisters, as you can find many references to many things that we speak about in this fairy tale. Although it should be said that this is, I mean, it's history. I mean, it's historical. I mean, it's dealing with historical events, but of course, that are, I mean, obviously they are kind of like, I mean, presented in dramatic way, like in artistic like flavor. Anyway, regarding the Titans in Israel, I do not want to be your king, and you will never make me your king, because you do not want a king, you want a slave. If I will be a king, I will rule over people that actually respect me, not people that see me as the scum of the earth. And again, I do not need horse. And whatever you think that, I mean, you have like special powers, they mean nothing to me. They mean nothing to me. I can take Homo sapiens female and create a Titan out of her, and easily if so I wish. And although the door is open for me, I mean, I'm not going to do it anytime soon because I want to raise my daughters and they live in Earth. But when the daughters will go up and they will not need me, of course, the door is always open for me to go to Venus. I don't need the Israeli gates or any other, or the Iranian gates or the Ukrainian gate, any other gate. I can open my own gate to Venus if I so do I wish. And of course, I'm certain that, I mean, I can find Titan females that over there that, I mean, are not remotely disgusting as kind of like, I mean, the Titan females that you can find in this place, like over the years. So, I mean, TLDR, please, horse, go, I mean, stay in your house, and you are more than welcome to choose any, I mean, any, I don't know, like cockroach of a human being to rule over you and to rule over him, whatever. Just get out of my way and stay, I mean, as far as possible for me.